Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, I want to talk more about Xscape, specifically LaTocha Scott. All right, now understand that I did go live the other day, and when I went live, I only had a portion of the live that I was able to record. But I definitely want to shout out to Kandi Bird's fan page over on Instagram because they uploaded the first half of it, and I want to make sure that I watch that with you guys and we, dissect, discuss all of that. Tasha's more recent live the first half of it. Okay, so let us go ahead without further ado and pull that up on the screen. As I am collecting that, definitely go ahead and be sure to hit the like button for me. Okay, let's go ahead and see what Miss Tasha had to say on the first half of this live. Let's see.
And this is real coming from me, y'all. I'm gonna show you just so y'all, because everybody thinks that I'm being puppeted. I'm in a room by myself. I just finished a couple of my interviews that I had to do today, and it's just been on my spirit. It's just very heavy with all the things that are going on in my life, in my personal life, and I wanted to come on here to share my heart with you guys, to share my emotions with you guys, and just be real, because I'm human. You know, things hurt the same way they hurt you, they hurt me. There are things that have been said about me, things that are going on in my life, and it's a lot. When I say it's a lot, it's a lot.
I believe it's a lot. Y'all know she beefing with her sister. She beefing with Kandi. Her husband is out here saying certain things about people. Ain't no telling if, lawsuits are popping up based on the things that he's saying and alleging out here. And in addition to that, there is a mistress that has come to the front. All right. So it's a lot that she is dealing with on top of the gospel album and hoping that it's going to be successful. And it's looking like, girl, it's on the downfall. It's going down. Okay. Versus upward.
It's overwhelming, actually. But I want to first start off by apologizing to our fans.
You've already done that in a separate video where she apologized on the Ricky Smiley morning show. She apologized to the fans because she was saying that they did not deserve all of that. But it looks like she wants to make sure that it's clear if y'all did not catch it the last time.
When we started this almost 30 years ago, it was ever just for us to sing. That's it. And that's all I ever wanted to do. I didn't come into this business to talk about people, to shame people, to make myself feel better than, to make somebody feel less than. That's not what I came here to do. I came here to sing, and I feel like God gave me the gift to do that. This has just been a whirlwind, a roller coaster, one that, highs and lows. And to be quite honest with you guys, I'm at a low. I'm really at a low. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for hearing us. Thank you guys for supporting the group and loving on us when we weren't even loving on ourselves. I really and truly appreciate that from my heart. Y'all don't deserve this. You don't. When you can think about the times when I was, I'm from College Park, so to hear people say y'all not gonna make it, you don't have the look, or y'all sound this way, and for us to have endured this long with you guys by our side, supporting us, all I could do is just say thank y'all, and that I'm sorry that we're taking y'all through this, and we're taking ourselves through this. Yesterday I had an interview, and Brad and I had some words, we went back and forth.
Yeah, let's clear that up.
And I didn't understand why, when she said to me, Kandi felt sad when you were being a leader of the group. She felt sad. And I said, she felt sad. I never heard this. This is something new to me.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, let's pull that up.
But even in that, I have to take accountability for if there's something that...
Thank you for taking that.
I didn't see, If it's something that
I want to pull that up because I know I just watched this not too long ago, and I want to definitely pull that up on my screen. And because YouTube is a bit tricky and they're very funny, I want to but I'm gonna like try to cover the image or whatever, cover it, but you guys can still hear the audio. Okay, so let's see if we could go ahead and get the screen added. Let's see here. All right, so y'all see that the screen is added, but let me go ahead and find another image that I probably could use to cover this part up. Sorry about that, y'all, but you know YouTube just get real kind of, or they get a real kind of funny, honey. Let's see. Do I have another image that I could use over the ladies? Let's see. I'll just have to use this one. This is one of her and her sister. This is the one of her and Tamika. But, you know, understand the video is more so about Miss Kandi now, okay? So let's press play and see what she has to say.
I don't know what it is, what happened to us, what we went wrong, but we got to make it right.
And this is Tasha talking to Kandi now.
To me, I feel like you and I have never been on the same page, ever.
Ever?
Like, no. I mean, when we first met, I remember saying to your sister one time, I don't think your sister liked me.
This is my first time ever hearing this. What
No,
made you feel that way? What
it
did
was
I
just
do
the vibe.
to make you feel that I did not like you? I looked
So
out for
Candi's
you
trying to tell her
in a
it was
lot
the
of ways.
vibe.
I felt like, okay, she doesn't have a sister. She doesn't have a, I felt like I was that older sister to you. If I said something to you, I feel like
Candi's
maybe
looking
you
at
should
her
tell
like
me
she's
now.
full
I
of
don't
it.
know what happened.
And this was 5 years
When we
ago.
started doing the group stuff, there were plenty of times that I totally felt like it was y'all versus me.
I don't even know how you came to that.
You don't know how she came.
I
Well, she
don't. I
telling
don't
you,
know
but you
where
can't
you
deny
got
her
you
feelings
was
if
by
that was her
yourself.
experience.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't get that.
This is frustrating.
What?
Because it's
You're
like,
not listening, like you always
I don't know
have.
how you didn't see it. It's
I
like, how
didn't
did you
see
not
it.
see it?
I didn't see
How
it.
did you not? I always felt that way, always. I used to call my mom. I was on the road sometimes and talk about it because I always felt like that.
Don't do that.
I did.
I'm serious. Don't do
I'm
that.
not understanding. I'm trying to be cool with it. It's like, I don't know how you did not see
I
that.
didn't see it.
It was like that all the time, Tasha, all the time. We would come together when it was time to perform. We would get that right, but everything else, you and I were not on the same page.
All right, so y'all just heard what Miss Kandi had to say, okay? Kandi had to come to the front, and yeah. So what the brat was trying to tell her, that's what she recalled. That's what she witnessed. She watched the episode. This is not a conversation that Kandi has not had with Tasha in the past. Tasha is privy to this, but maybe she just has, short-term memory. Maybe she just didn't really remember it. It was 5 years ago. Maybe she don't remember how Kandi really felt. But even when Kandi sat with her 5 years ago, she didn't recall what had happened years prior to that. So I don't know. I'm just showing y'all what happened. Okay, but let's get back into Tasha.
And I said, she felt sad. I never heard this. This is something new to me. But even in that, I have to take accountability for if there's something that I didn't see. Mm-hmm. If it's something that, and it's possible that because I just wanted to sing, I never looked at it as this person is sad. I just wanted to use the gift. So if I overlooked you, Kandi, I'm sorry.
I think Kandi too far
I never
gone.
wanted to do that.
I don't think Kandi cares anymore. I think Kandi has moved on. I wonder how she's responded to, hearing this live and everything. But I feel like Candi's just like, girl, oh well. Child, all this time you had to talk to me and then now you want to come and do your spiel for social media and sit up here and cry in my face like, girl, bye. Like, that's what I'm thinking the energy Miss Kandi may be on, but I'm not sure. I do wonder if a conversation has happened since this live took place.
I never knew you were sad.
The water.
And I know what that sadness feels like. I really do. Mm-hmm. And that's never been my intention.
Because now you're in this place where Kandi was. When she kind of felt alone. When she felt by herself and nobody was hearing her. So now you're in that position now. So I think you have no choice but to really relate to her,
When we were in the group, like I said, I just wanted to sing. I wanted to be, us to be successful. I felt like music was going to bring us together in love and understanding. I mean, I'm 17, 18 years old. What do I know? So I'm sorry if I made you feel sad. That was never my intention. If I didn't see you or you felt like, girl, I'm right here, I'm sorry. To Tiny, who I consider my friend. I love your family. Eris, that's my baby. That's my heart, and we've always said that we were family. And I feel like, you were the one to always try to bring things together for us. You were the one to say, hey, ladies, let's get it together. And I kind of, alienated myself from you because I was trying to figure out everything. I didn't know what was going on. You told me, go do the gospel. You should do the gospel. You're the one who gave me the motivation to do it. And once I stepped out to sing for God, it was like I felt away because it's like I can't share the goodness because every time I say I'm going to do something, everybody's mad at Tasha. Mm-hmm. So I really, I ostracized myself. Normally you and I would talk about everything, and normally you're the type of person that'll say, hey, girl, I'm going to talk to the girls. And I just didn't know what to do. I felt like if I'm honest and like I'm excited, nobody cares. So, for that, I apologize to you. We are like sisters. Mm-hmm. And I didn't talk to my sister. Maybe you could have shed light on some things that I probably, needed to hear. Mm-hmm. But you've been there, Sometimes you did things and I'm like, Tiny, why are you saying that? And she like, you used to be like, cuz, girl, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would say stuff like that to me, and I apologize for not sharing my heart with you.
Get your lip.
To my sister, Tamika. Everybody knows that family, my family, is everything to me. Everything. There are times in scenes I wouldn't say nothing because I know if I say something, it could damage my family. If you look at the last episodes that we did on Still Kicking It, I had this same feeling in my heart because, and I said that y'all can go back and look at it. I said, hey, as long as I got my sister and my family, that's all I need. Mm-hmm. And I still feel like that to this day. And what's going on with us is it's not cool. I'm not happy about it. I feel like being a big sister, you're supposed to protect, You're supposed to be there. You're supposed to hear you out. And I've been trying to do that. I've been reaching out to
Girl,
you.
when you blocked your number, when you changed your number, like, I just don't like that. You changed your number on this lady, ma'am. And now you the one reaching out. It makes sense why she don't want to talk.
I'm praying that things get better. I really am. This is not me coming on here trying to make somebody look bad or nothing. I'm speaking from my heart.
Okay.
Mama didn't raise us this way. And I apologize to my mother as well because you have been scrutinized for being a mother.
No,
you were there when nobody else.
She's scrutinized for saying that one of her daughters was jealous. She's scrutinized for not hearing one daughter over the other. She's listening to one side but not getting the other side. She's not being a equal supporting parent. She's being a very much so one-sided parent. That's why she's being scrutinized. She's being scrutinized for saying that I am the fifth member. As if that gives her, based on whatever she's done in her past, she's taken care of y'all, looked out for y'all, all the things that a parent is obligated to. In addition to acknowledging the fact that y'all dad left her high and damn dry, she wants to use that as an excuse as to why she's the fifth member and is owed certain things. It's the old mentality and the old way of thinking, honestly. But stuck in her ways. I understand, but that's why she's being scrutinized, not for so much as for being a mother. Because my mama would never sit up there and say one child is jealous over the other. Like, my mama don't take sides. Okay, I'm just speaking for my mama. So I'm just like, that's not being a mom to me. But okay, girl, I'm sure she's a great mom. But in that moment, that's what I'm going off on. Like, girl, what?
Was, and you've always been able to get us together. In the way that I see you being dragged in this media, it hurts me. Nobody wants to see their mother dragged in the media because of what they see depicted on television, which, by the way, everything that y'all see is not what it seems.
Is it not?
It is not what it seems.
It definitely seemed like that when she said
And my mother and my sister and I, we have had a very strong bond. And to see that tarnished
it's not
in an
tarnished.
industry that needs to see love and support,
It's not
that
tarnished.
bothers me. It angers me because that's not who we are.
Y'all will get that back.
Painted in a picture that
It's not no lost cause, ma'am.
it's
Y'all will
not.
get there.
That's not who we are. I apologize to you, Mom, for having to sit and watch and look at this, look at your daughters go through this and try to find a resolve and can't. For any mother that would break my heart if I had two daughters who are going back and forth and the industry is eating it up and people like drama. This is not the drama that I signed up for. When I said I was going to do this TV show, it was to celebrate women. It was to celebrate two groups who have lasted and endured this industry. That's hard to do, y'all. It's hard to get through this industry and still have your integrity intact and still.
But see, that's the thing, though, Tasha. I understand where you're coming from when you say that, but of course, yeah, the edits on the show, they may not have been the best edits of you, but the edits on the show did show you as not being cooperative when it really came to your team. Yeah, you would show up, but you really will always have very, very little input. Is what it was given when you say that. I also feel like, yeah, you signed up for the show to, promote the women, all of that. But I also feel like you saw it as a great time for you to, launch and actually film the entire process of you going solo. So I feel like it was about the group, but it also was bigger than the group because we've seen you sit down with Rocky and even admit and say that, you don't know if you're gonna, continue on with the group and stuff. So was it about the empowerment part? But maybe that was the initial reason as to why you signed up.
Understand what love is and still treat people with respect. That's very hard. When I've seen myself how people, I don't even want to say giving us the roses because you have to earn that stuff, but we worked hard to get to where we are.
Yeah, damn sure
But
did.
to not have that celebrated, to me, has done an unjust to both groups. We talk about legacy and things of that sort. And how can you have a legacy? How can it be fulfilled when somebody is sitting here, painting a narrative that is not even true? Mm-hmm. Do we have issues? Yes. Can we resolve them? Yes. But it takes communication and us getting through.
But see, that's the
what
thing,
we got to get through.
Though. You want to have the communication, but you did not allow that space for them when they were trying to communicate with you. And then now on the back end, when you see the backlash, now you want the communication. And some people are just kind of over it at this point. They feel like you likely got to sit in some of what you might have contributed to creating. When they was trying to talk to you, you weren't trying to talk to them. So now that you're talking, they might not be listening to you.
My grandmother's watching. 92 years old. I can't sit here and tarnish even that legacy. Mm-hmm. I got to apologize to my grandmother for her seeing me and my sister and us go through the things that we're going through right now. It's not fair. It's not right. Y'all didn't raise me to be this way. Y'all raised us strong. You guys raised us to have integrity and to pray. And when I tell you I've been on my knees praying, trying to figure this out and trying to work things out.
What would really be messed up is if Tasha really didn't do this, but someone else close to the family did. I'm not going to say who, but y'all know who I'm thinking. And that would be messed up if they're allowing her to be out here in this space and she died on this sword alone, knowing that you likely did this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Mm-mm.
Family
I don't know who did what,
is
girl.
rocked right now. It is. It's hurtful. It is. I can't find peace in this. And if it's anybody else that's out there who are going through, I know what it feels like.
Have you found peace with who you're with though?
I know what the pain feels like. And for me and my sister, we're going to get it together. You know, I'm reaching out. I don't have the answers. I found out about a $30,000 allegation when I watched TV with y'all. Did I take my sister's money? I did not. We were going through so much 10, 11 years ago together as a family. It was one of the things that, I can't lie, we were both at our lowest. We didn't have money. We all lived with my mother. And that's something that, you know, y'all will see on the show where we say that I didn't have anywhere to live. We didn't. And we pulled through. So when you talk about 30,000 that I don't know anything about, all I said is, can we get clarity about it? Because during that time, we both were helping one another. I just need clarity. What are you seeing? What are you saying? Because I have my receipts and you have yours. Mm-hmm. But we need to sit down as sisters and not go through this in the social media. Like, on social media, it's not good. We need to sit down and figure out what this is, because we can get through anything, but we have to communicate. We have to talk to one another, because you can't get through anything without that.
But see, when she was trying to talk, this is the problem though. When she was trying to talk, you wasn't open to talking. Okay? Now it's about communication now, because you can't get through nothing, but you changed your whole number so she couldn't even try to communicate when she was trying to heal. Tamika was trying to stop all of this before she dropped receipts and everything. She wasn't even trying to go there with you. She wanted her sister. Now the people is eating you up. And Rocky now is hitting a little different. I mean, but you know, sometimes when you got fire on your tail, then you do shift things. You know what I'm saying?
And I've been convicted already of being a thief, and I don't even know what you're talking about. You put up something online, but Tamika, we both have receipts. We both have receipts. Let's just get through it. What is this? How do we maneuver? How do we get through this?
Y'all
Whatever
both
it
have
is,
receipts of
Tamika,
what,
we
though?
can resolve it. This is not nothing that we need to perpetuate and continue to move and make people feel away. This is us. We sisters. We've never not been able to talk about anything, ever. And I don't feel like, because of what's going on in this media, that we should use this platform to down one another or to try to make each other feel less than. That's not what this is. We're supposed to be family.
Now it's not what it is, but you did a video contributing to that. So it does make me think that you were guided to do such a video. Now, granted, I understand that that's the wave that Kandi was on, and then that was the wave that Tamika was following. And I feel like you do have a right to kind of address that if you so desire, but you still contributed to that. And I feel like listening to you, that might not be your character or who you are. Hence, even the way that your video was shot, it was given a little scripted. So I feel like somebody else advised you that was the direction for you to go in. And so you went with that direction. You went there.
Family back. I don't care about nothing else. And I've always said that I don't care about what people say. It's about what I feel like with my sister, how she feels. And I apologize to you, Tamika, if I didn't hear you. If I didn't hear your voice, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to make it. I'm trying to weather storms in my own personal life. It's like, I'm not trying to negate how y'all's feelings are. It's like, I have to still have peace within. I got to be able to understand how to move. I don't have all the answers. Being a big sister, you don't have all the answers. Sometimes I make mistakes. I'm human.
I feel like this might be the most that Xscape has seen of Tasha really like opening up, wanting to apologize, trying to get some remorse and all of that. Because any other time, whatever Kandi was saying really lined up with what we saw on the show. Like, And this ain't something that Kandi just started saying. This is something Kandi has been saying for years. So after hearing this for years, for hearing this for years, and then we turn around and we see the show, like, everybody not lying. It can't just be the edits all the time.
But with us, we have to resolve this. This cannot dampen or drag us out or make us feel like we don't love each other. We love each other. The love is never going to go. Love doesn't just, you can't throw love away. You just can't throw it out the window because something comes on, and you have a hiccup in the road. That's not what this is. I love you with all of my heart. With all of my heart. And when I hear people say, your sister had your back, and we've had each other's backs. I stood up for you the same way you stood up for me. And I would never, I won't apologize for that. That's what it is. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how we were raised. That bond can't be broken. Now, right now, we're going through these times, but at the end of the day, when I got my sister and I got my family, I still stand on that. That's everything. It's that and then the business. And that's why y'all see me looking crazy on TV. Y'all don't know that was the very first scene that my sister and I shot with my mother. No, it wasn't 4 or 5 scenes later. It was the very first scene. So I'm upset. I carry my feelings right here. Everybody that knows me, they know that. I'm not fake. I don't know what to do with that. This is who I am. I can't hide from it. I can't shun it. I can't sit here and pretend that it ain't. This is who I am. So if y'all see me cry, y'all see me looking like this, is because I'm in my feelings.
And that's always been the problem, because we never understand why you in your feelings when we see everybody else trying to work with you and trying to pull things out of you, and you're not trying to pull those things out. Like, you're not looking at the bigger picture. You focusing on your emotions in that moment. Now that you're seeing how serious things are getting, now you're looking at the bigger picture.
I'm in my feelings when it come down to my family, and we gonna.
All right, so that was Miss Tasha. Tasha Scott. That was the first half of the video. You can catch the remainder of that video on it's one of my lives that you guys can go and check out. Okay, but before we go, I do want to say this. As I listened to that live, and we talked about that on a previous video. The second half of the live goes into her talking about her and her husband having an open marriage, because a lot of us were inquiring about the mistress, and she does address that. And this is where I do feel I feel away for Miss Tasha. I do, y'all. And it's not so much as the Tamika situation, because that's that. It's more so this Rocky situation. And I just hate how she's out here looking to me like a fool for this person. Okay, she came out and said that they have an open marriage. Now you have individuals saying that they're not going to listen to a gospel album from a person that has a open marriage, because that's considered cheating in the Bible, according to them. Okay, and what makes it even worse, in my opinion, I have to go ahead and share my screen. And it is a small clip from Tasha K. So let me go ahead and share my screen, because I do want to play that real quick for y'all. Because what's interesting is that Miss Tasha came to the front, okay? The wife came to the front, and she's saying that they have an open marriage. But in this small section of Tasha K's video, Rocky says that they do not have an open marriage. And that's the problem for me.
That's life. Me and my wife we ain't got no open relationship. I don't run around promising people lifestyles without her. And guess what? When you are me, a person can show a text message 10 times, Tasha, I promise you. It ain't mine.
All right, so y'all just heard what it is that Mr. Rocky had to say, okay? He says, and this is what's also interesting, though, because I heard this at the latter part, okay? I heard this when I listened to it this time around with you guys. So the first thing is you hear him deny clearly that they do not have an open relationship. That's what he says. But what also kind of contradicts his statement a little bit, and could possibly confirm Tasha's statement, which still does not look good to me in, that gospel sector, for some of those people that take it that, like it's that important to them. He goes on to say right after that, when he says we don't have an open relationship, he says, I don't go on and finance other women's lifestyles without her. I'm going to go back, actually. Let me go back for a quick second to that portion just so y'all can hear him say, I don't go and finance other women's lifestyles without her. And that's what he said, okay? Let me get this back up on the screen for y'all. All right. And let's get that back on the screen and let's just hear that piece.
Me and my wife we ain't got no open relationship. I don't run around promising people lifestyles without her.
Did you hear that? Without her. So that's something that got me questioning, like, do y'all? Because initially he said y'all don't have one at all. So if he's saying that y'all don't have one at all, then I want to believe that y'all don't have one at all. So then you came to the front and did you lie about the open relationship thing? Then he says he does not finance other women's lifestyles or do whatever without her. So what are you trying to say? Or were you trying to say that you do it, you just don't do it without her? So she is aware and she does know everything. As she said, she does know everything. And my other question is, were you denying the open relationship because of the gospel album that's about to come out? You see what I'm saying? So I do have a few questions with that. Because some things are not necessarily adding up, and yeah, it's a whole lot going on, you know. Yeah, so this video is likely dropping much later than when it was filmed. Okay, by this time, I'm sure Tasha K would have dropped on her website another mistress, that alleged mistress of Rocky's that is coming out. So that's another situation. Okay. So by that time, y'all might have already heard about the video, seen the video, whatever the case is. So I don't know. I just have questions that need answers. I'm wishing everybody the best of luck at the end of the day, because y'all still have to go on and live your lives. So we'll just continue to watch, spectate from the sidelines or whatever like that. But